For our final day working on the Fix-It adventure, we have 4 more Fix-It activities to do. The first one we're going to do tonight is to find a stud and to hang a picture. What a stud is a wooden or metal support structure inside of the wall. In this wall is a wooden, what we call a 2x4. It's 2 inches by 4 inches, and it goes vertically behind the wall. So you want to find a stud to nail things into because it's a lot more structurally stable than just nailing it into the sheetrock. So there's a few ways to find a stud. Some are a little bit more accurate than others. The simplest way is you just kind of tap on the wall, and you can hear when it goes from a hollow sound to a more solid sound, and that's where your stud is. Now that's not precise. What we have is a tool called a stud finder. So you're going to place it on the wall and use it. You turn it on and you slide it across, and it will beep at you when you hit the stud. All right, so yeah, pretty close. So stud finders are really nice because they can do a couple of things for you. Finding the stud, sure, and that's important. And also this one, and what's really useful about this one is it'll tell you if there is a power line going behind there as well, because you don't want to nail into a power line. That would be bad. All right. So we know our stud is right around here. So this is where we're going to hang our picture. All right, you can put the stud finder down. All right. So there's a lot of different types of picture hangers out there. We're just going to use this style here. It's just a little hook with a nail. So you go to where that stud is again, and you
take a hammer,
put it in place. And yeah, it's good to have someone hold it for you, and then gently nail it in. All right, you got to come a little bit more straight onto the nail without hitting my finger. Alright, so that is nice and sturdy, so we can hang our picture.
This is our picture.
And just manipulate a little bit so it's nice and level, and voila! So that's our first of 4 for tonight. Let's go find our second Fix-It activity. Our second Fix-It activity is to do a car wash. Yes, the requirement actually says to do a car wash. So your parents are gonna love this bit. So washing a car is pretty simple, but it's an important maintenance job for your vehicles. A clean car doesn't rust as fast. It just looks better. So you need only a few simple things. You're gonna need a bucket of water. You're gonna need a little of car wash soap. Follow the directions as to how much to add to the water, and you're going to need a sponge. Any sponge will do. A large one is nice and easy. I like ones that have a nice soft surface so it won't scratch the car. So to wash a car, the first thing you're going to want to do is pre-soak the outside of the car. So you're going to spray it down, get it nice and wet, spray off any loose dirt you possibly can. Once it's all wet, then you wash it down with the soapy water, top to bottom, and then rinse it off, top to bottom. And then you have a nice clean car. Let's see that in fast speed. Our third project for our Fix-It adventure tonight is going to be replacing the batteries and testing our carbon monoxide detector. Something you should do every year along with your smoke detectors. So this carbon monoxide detector takes 3 AAA batteries. We already took the old ones out, so we're going to just put put the new ones in. And as long as it's working properly, it should give a nice loud beep when you put the final battery in. So nice loud beep that tells us it's working, and then you can go and hang it back up. Our fourth and final project for our Fix-It adventure for tonight is going to be replacing a light bulb. So we have a light bulb that's not working right now, so we've got to replace it. And first thing you're going to want to do is make sure the power is off. I always like to unplug the lamp before I change the battery. Extra little bit of safety. So you're going to unscrew the light bulb by turning it counterclockwise.
Or left. Lefty loosey,
Right.
righty tighty.
So we have a few different light bulbs to choose from. So we have an incandescent light bulb that we're replacing. This is an old style incandescent, which is why it's finally burnt out. There are some options for replacing them. You can't really get incandescents like that anymore. But an incandescent that's burnt out, you can just throw it away. We could have a CFL, compact fluorescent light bulb. These are a little bit more energy efficient than the incandescent. Trouble with these is you can't just throw these out. If you have one of these that is burnt out, you need to dispose of these in a hazmat disposal. They have some not environmentally friendly substances on the inside of the bulb. The other option we have is a LED light bulb. These are the most efficient and pretty much what everybody's going to. So we're going to go ahead and replace it with the LED. And that is replacing a light bulb. So, I hope you've had fun fixing some things and doing all of our Fix-It adventure. So let your den leader know what you've done, and soon you can add this to your advancement awards. Have a great night.